Good morning, Yard. That was a game filled with what I would call incredible highlights, incredible lowlights, and then ultimately the game itself was, as you all said, incredibly entertaining. That's always fun. It hasn't been entertaining in a bit. Is that fair? Probably, like JD said, good 3, 4, maybe 5 years. But most importantly, showed a team that this roster has improved dramatically. And overall, the youngsters are standing up. And let me point out as well, Wilkinson, fantastic addition. And I think it was Dahlman in at center, right? If Dahlman was in the center, I didn't see as much drop off. It looked a lot more like what we had on Alex Mack. And hey, gives Caleb McGarry some credit. The O-line was right on the spot. They were run blocking, pass blocking against a very good defense. It's positive, right? The run game, Damian Williams, Damien Harris did as I expected. Well, he went out quicker than I thought. I was thinking he'd take a while to get nicked up, but obviously that was a little expedited. CP, boom, can run. He's become better as a running back. He looks like a running back now, not just a receiver, athlete. He actually looks like a running back. I don't know if he can hand off the ball as me and Tom's doing, but dude, right now, he's bell cow. He looked like Derrick Henry out there, for real. The other positives, Drake London, obviously. Okay, let's get to the negatives now. So here's the real negative. I'm going to make it the real thesis and cut the shit. Mariota is terrible. Mariota was just what Mariota has been throughout his entire NFL career. Bipolar, manic, depressive, all over the place, if not schizophrenic, if you want to put it in psychological terms. There are things that he can do. He definitely has arm strength, right? He definitely has escapability. He's tough, right? He has some leadership skills. Has some. Notice I said some. However, let's go to his negatives. And we got to go to the negatives on him because I can directly trace this right back to him. One, he's boneheaded. He's boneheaded at Oregon. He was boneheaded, horribly so, at Tennessee. The same stuff. Get a big run. I know we're picking that play, but that play changed the game. You're up. Well, I didn't remember the score, but I think it was like 26 or 20-6 or something at the time. Is that right? We were killing it, right? Way ahead. What in God's name makes you, even a running back doesn't do this often, right? Lower your shoulder, holding the ball one fucking hand against a safety. Really? Inside the 5. What makes you do that? What rational brain does that? Plus, he's a QB. His job is to, let's get this out of there, to protect his shoulders. Not only do you lower your left shoulder, which, by the way, if you lose your left shoulder, you can't throw because it's not all arm, as we all know, right? The whole thing, very important, right? Get a torn rotator cuff there, you're going to affect everything, right? Then he gets slammed on top of his other shoulder and hand, as well as fumbles the fucking ball and changes the momentum. Let's just cut the shit. It changed the momentum. It went from a score, giving the defense a rest, giving a boost to your team, which probably would have been 7 points. Let's just put that, but at least 3, right? At least 3. Why? Let's talk about the Braylon Edwards, not Braylon, I can't remember his name. Edwards, Brian Edwards, right? I think it is. I keep saying Braylon, that's another receiver. Wide the fuck open. Wide the fuck open. Why? He's not accurate, Larry. He's not accurate. He has moments of accuracy, but he's not accurate. He's not. I'm sorry, sir. He's one of them tantalizing talents. Let's go to just some mini, right? But let's even go to that last minute comeback. Well, no, let's go ahead. We'll do one more. I think JD, remember another one. He did the dance and got pulled back. Then he fumbled again. Then you start seeing his dispiritedness come again, the emotional side of Mariota. I didn't see a guy after he made that big fumble that look in charge. I saw a backup quarterback, realizing he's a backup quarterback. That's a fact. I'm sitting there watching the highlight now, 6 seconds down. 6 seconds down, right? Tries to go deep, crazy deep. Now remember, we'd also thrown an errant long pass that we got lucky because of pass interference. I think Smith probably, after those very inaccurate, big air ball balloons, said, "The hell with it, let's go short and stuff for a field goal." This guy is not good. He's not good. He's a backup. He's a guy that, yeah, if you want to play a wishbone offense, yeah, it's fucking good. Maybe he should be a wide receiver. Maybe he should put on 20 pounds and be a running back, scat back, whatever. He's an option fucking quarterback. And I don't care about what we think about Chip Kelly's offense. His offense was a fucking one-read option offense. That's it. One read is fantastic in certain situations, right? One read is fantastic on the collegiate level until you play the big boys like the Georgias, the Alabamas, you name it, right? It doesn't work. They don't win the championships anymore. There's no more Oklahoma, and Ohio State, cloud of dust. So one player can be inextricably, demonstrably, with evidence, traced back to the loss of not only momentum, the actual game. And technically, we could have won the game. I can't put on Cootie, you got a 63-yard field goal blocked, which, by the way, you got to that level because the Saints made the boneheaded error ever, Lattimore. Seriously. Had we won, we should have given the game ball to Lattimore, not Mariota. Look, Matt Ryan days had to end, and I know Summer salty. I think even 07 so salty he left the forum, right? But Matt Ryan would have won that game. We would have won the game. Mariota, I kind of sometimes, he had as much as 4 or 5 seconds. That wasn't because of his running ability. It was because they were blocking. They were literally blocking. The Saints have a fierce pass rush. We literally blocked well. Patterson did the run open up some because of the threat of Mariota? Yeah, but you know what? Patterson was running well last year too. We were trying to pull in Davis every 5 minutes. Matt Ryan days are done. It's just like you pull the Band-Aid off. It doesn't matter. But if we continue the Mariota experiment, it's going to be like this all season. We will probably end up 5, 6 wins, maybe less. We'll be competitive. Why? I know we were saying, well, because it's a vet. I don't know. Let me flip gears. And I'm fairly successful in my career. I'm an executive, and you all know it. And I'm not bragging for that reason. But you all have great positions too. Yates, you're becoming executive too. Clarence, you're on your own business, and Jason, all you guys are successful. Francis, you're going to be like the super PhD from hell when you're done, right? The point of the being, and Bill, you're a highly successful guy. You probably would keep your job best if you put the fucking rookie in. If I went and put the rookie in, I can trace back how Mariota just isn't what I thought he was. It was a low-cost investment. It really was low-cost overall to have insurance. Now, assuming Ritter knows the playbook, which we don't know. I think he does, but I don't know. But I want you guys to go back. I came into the preseason game. I think it was Detroit Lions, right? Which were an up-and-coming team, if I remember. And if you look at their defense, you look at them overall. What was the difference on that 4th down play that Ritter had? Now, it's preseason, but he's not playing with first fingers. What do? Calm, cool. He got a few runs in, sets the motherfucking feet, even on the run, makes the fucking play. Where's Mariota on that? I mean, right? Guess what, guys? You know this. Everybody in here knows this. The world's never going to go just like you are. 3 yards, cloud and dust is beautiful. It don't work always. You got to make a throw in the NFL. You got to. And there's a reason why, Ryan and fucking Tannehill made a resurgence. Ryan Tannehill could at least make a throw when it was counting. Mariota's never. What's that attributed to Einstein, right or wrong? The definition of insanity is repeating the same experiment over and over again, expecting different results. Well, you're going to tell me somebody that it was limited in college, overdrafted, right? We know that. And it's been, what, 5-6 years in the league, and still he plays what he is. He is what he is. I like him as a backup. You might need him. I mean, he might energize your team. I think he's got some talent. I don't think he's putting it all together. I mean, Jameis, at least, can pass. And you saw it. And it came down to just putting the run aside and passing. And why is this important? Because you had a defense, I think it was 4 sacks, which I didn't post the video gladly because I had it 30-16. I was getting excited. 30-16, we're going to win. I'm going to post it after fact like a god, right? 4 sacks, 8 quarterback pressures, I think VT Crump came up with, right? Big deal. I mean, all over the places hitting, right? Well, once you lost that momentum, once you gave that team, you guys play sports, you guys are in business, you shift the momentum. And then on top of that, that fumble, that key fumble, well, you're putting your defense back in. And they made a play. We got 3. But you put them right back on a short field. They were gassed, dude. They were gassed. I don't care how you go. You guys have played. You're gassed. Then it became unsustainable. You know why? Because guess what the Saints did? What I would have done. And what other teams will do. Make Mariota beat you with his arm. I mean, seriously. That's all there is to it. Hate to bust on Mariota all day, but all day. The fact is he can't make the fucking throws. Zacchaeus, I don't care for him. I don't think he runs as fast for his size. I agree with you, God. But even that, I mean, even the way the ball hit him was not a very accurate throw. It was a long throw. It was accurate enough to get there. Now, I mean, last one, I know I'll go back, but look at the 37-year-old over there who brings his team back, 23, and they tied. Will we get that accuracy from Ridder? I don't know if we will, but we do know this. Ridder is a highly improved, accurate player. We know his legs are good. We know he's going to make rookie mistakes. But you know what? The same philosophy of I don't start a rookie started off with Tony fucking Romo, and he was much better but pre-injury than goddamn Mariota is. And look what it did to Cowboys. And I think Ridder's actually better than that. And I've called Ridder from day one. So I could bust on Mariota all day. And I'm going to bust on him one last time and move on positive because I want to spend a whole video on Mariota. That's how bad he pissed me off. I don't want to choke him, right? Although he probably kicked my ass, right? I don't want to hear the decoy. I mean, that was a nice way of saying it, Jake, but decoy Pitts? He missed Pitts on the few throws, the 7 targets he threw to him. They were not good balls. I think 2 catches, 7 targets, I remember is that. They were not well-placed balls. He did not hit them in stride. He did not put them in good positions. The ball was selling high on him. I mean, when you got a 6'6" rookie and second-year player, all-pro, proven, right? We know this. You throw a jump ball he can't get, that's a problem, dude. I mean, that's a problem. I mean, again, I'm going back to Matt, but I'm going back to where I'm going to Matt. It's not because I'm Matt lover only, even though I do love Matt, and I'm proud of him. I hope he wins the Super Bowl. Is when you go where your defense is shit. Now your defense is looking good. We're going to talk about defense for a good while. Your running game shit. Now you got a running game, right? Now you've added Drake London, who did well, right? He did well. You've got these talents. The one thing about Matt that we all loved, right? We all agreed upon. He was a point guard. He distributed the ball. There's a distribution. 7 targets for Pitts. 5 of them weren't on Pitts at all. At the very least, it should have been 5 to 6 out of those 7 targets catches. Had it been Matt, I'd argue we'd had probably 2 100-yard receivers. Now, again, Matt's gone. But I think Ridder would have connected on a lot more. That was just bad. And Mariota just looked dejected. He didn't like he knew what he was doing. He looked like the stage was too big for him. So, the Mariota, bottom line front, Jake, I know you said it first. I said it as well. Clarence and I, Clarence, we've been going back and forth on damn Mariota. I don't like Mariota. I have not liked Mariota for years. I didn't like Mariota coming to college. I thought he was an overrated draft pick on a long time. Mariota P stuff. Let's go to some positives first. Let's go back to, let's do a couple more negatives. Let's go, Clarence. You're right. Why is Tyler Algier sitting on the phone? I don't know. How good would it have been to have Tyler Algier? I don't know why on that one. I'm assuming they gave the nod to Damien. Harris, because, Keep LV is a pretty good talent. Obviously CP, but at your point, who the fuck is Keith Smith and what the fuck has he done? If I look at watching Parker Hess, put him down as fullback when you need him. Parker Hess is a big old boy, good, great blocker, and, tireless player. That's what a fullback is. I don't think special teams would hurt any worse either, by the way. Also, like the positive, I don't think he was used enough, but the little bit we saw of was Darren Williams, so I think Vaughn Williams, is that right, Vaughn Williams? Remember last year, I think Clarence, I told you, Clarence, I said, man, he's going to be an offensive guy. He's a running back. I like him. A scat back. I think maybe he'll be more usage, but just a couple times he got it, you're like, yeah, okay, he's put some weight on, done well. CP, you don't wear down. But imagine Algier now. You hit 1, 2 pound, kind of Kareem Hunt. I think Kareem Hunt had 50 yards. I think Chubb had 144. You could do it, and Mariota might have even been better. Maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna go there because I still think Mariota's shit. Pitts, man, you can't do that. You got to get him a better quarterback. The vibes are not there with him. Burkhardt, where was Burkhardt at as well? So there were a couple of those things that were kind of, what the hell? Clarence, I don't disagree with you. Abdullah would have been nice. The Malone being inactive was crazy to me. Even if the kid runs like a madman, who gives a shit? Just let him run. Just having his fresh legs coming off the edge or standing up and coming down the hill with super speed would have helped out. AK-47 looked phenomenal. Grady looked very energized. I don't hear anybody bitch about not having a big 340-pound nose tackle because Rush or whoever it was fine too. AO, I like AO for what he is. He's a good, solid base type guy. He's not gonna get you a ton of sacks. He's good against the run, but at the same time, how nice would have been to mix some, Malone in there, or I'd Kelp Abdullah. Linebackers. Oh wow, man! I'm going back to Michael Walker. Bam, love it, love it. Yeah, I'm gonna take kudos for that. I called out a long time ago, and Clarence, thank you for giving me props. You always have. Jalen Hawkins again. Clarence takes a prop, but. So when we get into linebackers, I think Rashid has been good. I think, I don't know if Anderson was in there or not, but I was so busy watching number 3, I wasn't paying attention. I'll be honest with you. I was just watching him and like, wow, he's all over the place. That's a pass rusher too. He's a little everything. We now have like a better word, Dante Hightower type. Very good player, great player. I'm digging him. Safeties, I'm all right. I think Grant is coming to his own. I think Hawkins is coming to his own, but I think the thing with those two players we have, they're very similar. And I told you, and I was right on Hawkins too. Thank you again, Clarence. But they are what they are. Like when you look at the ceiling and floor of Grant, he's definitely hitting his floor now. And ceiling, but the ceiling's he's still kind of a strong safety. Never was a big free safety roamer. Hawkins is definitely that like a Swiss Army knife. Third safety D-back. He's fantastic in short zones. He gets a little smack. He's disruptive. He'll make some plays. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still a little shaky at the safety part. We don't have a center fielder. I don't care what defense we have. I don't care if it's 4 or whoever is shit. And look at the Saints with Marcus May and Mathau. A lot different, and it made a difference, by the way. I still would like to see a free safety. I still think we're deficient in that front. I don't know who's available. I haven't really taken that look, but having a roaming center fielder would be pretty good. One option might be, if I remember his name, Darren Hall. Let me make sure. Darren Hall, I think it was. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. Because, we took, obviously, Darren Hall, who I thought would be a pretty good prospect if they want to put him more in that third safety. Ford's got good. I do like Alford. Alford looks legit. Good shoestring tackles, good play overall. You can't bust on Terrell. Let's don't forget Mike Thomas is a friggin' all-pro. But look over the top. Where's the safety? And hey, look, that's not Grant's game. That is not Hawkins' game. You need a speedster. You need a true center fielder. I think if we get true center fielder and another edge or a disruptive force inside one another, I think this defense is up and coming. It reminded me a hell of a lot like the Baltimore teams and even the Patriots teams that P's had for years. The skies and blitzes. Prevent, look, I don't want to cuss it, but everybody uses prevent. But back to the safety, you can do a lot more prevent when you got a free safety that can run. Yeah, prevents a whole look. When you play there play defense, and I have on a low level, on Clarence you a higher level, and and Bell's played, and other people, when you got a free safety that can roam, when we talk about roam, to be specific, laterally move quickly as well as going vertical, but lateral is a big deal. When you cut off that middle of the field, it prevents are not that bad. They work. We don't have that. To Pease's credit, I think he did prevent, and he came back and took the gamble where, because if I went disguised blitz only, and didn't show the prevent, what happened. Jameis does have a big arm, so I get the philosophy conceptually, and I mean, though it might have worked had it not been gassed. I didn't do the time possession, but good God, they were on the field a lot that second half. And running pass plays will wear you out, dude. I mean, you're constantly going back and forth. You get gas. So I'm not going to bust on defense on that. I'm actually, first time in a long time, I'm going to go defense. Shit. What other things? So overall assessment of the team, let's just recap. Mariota, man, if we keep playing the bargain shopper with him, we're going to get disappointed. Right? That's bottom line. I don't think he's going to change. How do you change what you've done? He looks exactly what he has been. That's bottom line. I would start Ridder, and I'll tell you why. He's my guy. I drafted him. I got a young team. Why the hell not? And plus, I would use the justification. I'm auditioning the guy in case I do have to go next year, which, by the way, I'm not real fond of being needed quarterbacks next year. Clarence, I'm with you. An Australian guy and a young guy. Stetson Bennett actually would be the one I'd take a flyer on, believe it or not, late, just because I like that type of scrappy, escapable quarterback myself. Maybe that kid from Boston College if you want more of a passer guy. But again, he's kind of a stationary guy, so it may not be the right move from there. But I'm not a big quarterback fan next year. Plus, why not go ahead and add to that defense? So auditioning Ridder makes sense strategically as well as tactically to me. Definitely going back to running back. Why the hell did you draft Tyler? I just don't get that either. If you don't trust him, get a vet, make a trade, contact Cleveland, get fucking Kareem Hunt, whatever. Right now, you should add to your strengths. Offensive line, surprisingly, check. Pitts, man, you got to get them involved, dude. You got to get them involved. I mean, London's great, man. 1A, 1B, but you got to get them involved, and the passes to them were not that great. So overall, offense, I'm going to give them, if I count the Mariota piece to them as part of the unit, that's probably a C. But if you take the Mariota piece out, and even give them credit for some, you're probably in a B plus offense. I think this offense could run as long as you get a game manager, Clarence. So I think Ridder would be at the least that can make a play here or there. I honestly do. Defense, dude, I'm B plus. It's gonna be tough to meet, but you can't. I'm realistic. You cannot expect to just fucking get all your needs in 1 year. It just don't happen. Pass rush has pretty much become a lot better. Linebackers are incredibly improved. Your secondary overall is a lot better. Hayward, a couple of boo-boos, but let's give Saints credit. That's a tough team. And they played a good run defense too against Kamara, who is outstanding. So when you look at that factor, they're in that B plus range, B plus range, and dude, frankly, that's pretty good considering the way we scraped against the cap, the amount of draft picks. I'm all right. That's still a promise. That's a core. They physically, like to my eyes, empirically look bigger. You haven't really sacrificed speed, which is interesting, but they don't like midgets. You know how we always looked at it in the Dan Quinn days, which were all frustrated. Grady looked like the biggest guy out there. Now Grady looks like a 300-pound interior rusher. That's cool. That's good. That's all right. Now you got, linebackers that look like linebackers, Walkers, put on weight. They all look fit and bigger and stronger. Just they pass the eye test. They're athletic. But we can overcome free safety. So I can see this unit ascending. They're just going to need help. They can't be gassed all the time. Koo, fantastic. It was a good special team. You got enough goodness out of, Vaughn Williams? I keep saying his name wrong. Vaughn Williams, punt returner. You're not going to be able to put Patterson back there for kicks if you keep using him full time. Okay, that's fine. Make him be running back. That's okay too. But I think you're going to have depth behind him. So back to Algier. But special teams is good enough. Dude, 63-yarder like that on that hash mark. That's pretty hard to ask. It's pretty hard to ask a kicker to do. That was not a great situation. Overall, team, I'm happy for the team. They've taken their cap hits. I still would have kept Matt Ryan and just tutored and brought along, Ritter, but he could have retarded the process too. Is that fair? But Mariota, man, I can't. So going forth, and they could. You could be right, Clarence and JD. I think you pointed out that. If you continue the Ritter, I just see not a great season. Maybe a mediocre season. But God, you got a team, I think, that punched the Saints in the mouth. They were physical, played hard. Not only did they play hard, they showed talent. It just seems like an awful long season to run behind a scrub, to run behind a Mariota. So for me, the political answer to make myself look good, make my job better, is I take a chance on the fucking rookie. I have a short leash. Maybe you start Mariota next game. He does some bonus shit, you pull. But I'll be honest with you, I would have pulled him right then and there on that 5 close of that. Why would you go make a run like that beautiful run, and then lower your shoulder? He had hit a good 3 feet between him and the guy. Plenty of room to slide, because I think it was Mathau, Honey Badger, is that correct? He was making sure he wasn't getting rough in the quarterback, personal foul. He was going to hit him clean, and you lower your fucking shoulder. You lower your shoulder. Why? Hell, I would have understood jumping. That made no sense. Most running backs wouldn't have done that unless you're named Derrick Henry. Josh Allen, who has the ability to do that at 250, who could start be a running back, starting running back, all-pro running back, wouldn't have done that. There was just 1,000 things. And if you were going to lower, let's say you were going to lower shoulders, which I never think lowering your shoulders is a good thing for your quarterback. Let's get that out of the way. Mechanics involved. Left shoulder for even a right-handed shoulder. You got to be able to do these things. It throws your motion off. Everybody knows that. You put your left shoulder down, take the hit, then get flipped, boom, crushed on top of your right shoulder, your throwing, and your hands, which are extended. Not only is it dumb, it's counteractive to the team, and is he showboating? Is that what it is? Is that his game? Is it just to show how tough I am? But then, not only that, he keeps repeating mistakes. So, does he even have an injury? Don't know. Bottom line up front, I like the team. I'll continue to watch them. I had enjoyed watching them. I just, hey, maybe playing this, play fucking Mariota. Hey, win 3 fucking games. Jalen Carter, you become the new interior mate with Grady Jarrett, and, fuck it, the next year we take it. So, anyway, guys, sorry to go a little bit over. That's my assessment of this game. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.